What's up, everybody? Happy Friday. Hope all you're having a great day so far. The end of the week is finally upon us. Getting into this episode of GH. So Robert basically gave Lulu the news that Dante, is it me, or can Robert never get Dante's name right? Because it sounds like he keep calling him Dante. Every time Robert say that boy name, it sounds like he's saying Dante. I'm like, Robert, get his name right. It's Dante. He keeps saying Dante's. I said it's Dante. Get it right. So he's basically telling her because Maxie and Peter interrupted Dante's treatment, he had a major setback, basically, which they figured he would have. He had a setback, so of course they had to move him to another facility, and his treatment, they're supposed to deprogram him. That's on hold indefinitely. So basically, they don't know when he's gonna get better. It could take years now. They don't know. Lulu, I felt bad for her, but she quickly got on my nerves very fast. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. You know how you feel bad for somebody, but they do or say something at the flip of the switch, and they start getting on your nerves? That's what Lulu did. She got on my nerves. Because here she is boo-hooing and crying, so Willow come over to see how she doing. This heifer got all up in Willow's head about giving her advice about how to live with a guy who is addicted to danger or something. Basically an adrenaline junkie who likes danger. She's the last person to speak on this, but okay. I didn't like the way she was messing with Willow's head, because she was projecting her issues with Dante onto Willow and Chase, because Chase sent Willow a text letting her know he was going to be late because he was supposed to meet up with her at Charlie's pub, I guess, for dinner or whatever and drinks. He was going to be late because he was at the hospital working on a case. So mind you, when she initially read that text, Willow was like, okay, he's working late. Cool. Mind you, hospital was already in the text. But after her conversation with Lulu, she got all nervous and scared thinking that something happened to Chase because she reread the text and it said hospital. I'm like, see, this is what I'm talking about. Lulu should have never messed with her mind like that. You're projecting your issues onto her. You know what I'm saying? Like, Chase is not an adrenaline junkie from what I've seen. He's not. He's just a cop who took an oath to protect and serve. That's all he did. And Lulu's the last person to sit there and talk about an adrenaline junkie. Look at everything she's done over the years that has been dangerous. That Dante has, I mean, come on, just recently. With the whole home invasion story that she was working on with the invader. You can't tell me that wasn't dangerous. And then her trying to lure Faison back to town. Even Dante himself told her that was dangerous, and he was dead set against it. And she's trying to sit there and talk about other people being addicted to danger and being an adrenaline junkie. You must be talking about your own self. Like, don't sit there and project your issues onto somebody else. Now you done got her head filled up with all this nonsense. Like, Lulu need to hush. Like, seriously. I didn't like that. I didn't like it because you're going through something, so now you're going to mess with somebody else's head and make their situation seem like it's similar to yours when it's not. Chase is nothing like Dante. He's nothing like you. He's not, into the whole taking unnecessary risk like you and Dante are. That's not what he's about so far from what I've seen. I do agree with Lulu on the story. She basically wants to turn what happened to Willow into a story for the invader. I know some people are going to think, no, she shouldn't exploit her. I don't think it's really exploitive. I wouldn't say exploit. Because this story could actually help a lot of other young girls that could be feeling low. And you got these predatory cult leaders preying on these weak-minded women, trying to get them under their spell and get them a part of their cult. So I think her story can help a lot of other girls out there. Not even just girls. It can help guys out there. Guys get into the cult stuff too because, they weak-minded sometimes and they're depressed and they're at their lowest moment. I think telling this story can be beneficial for a lot of people. So I'm all for, Willow telling the story. That's if she changes her mind and she wants to, because at first she wasn't game for it. She didn't want to do it. So, I mean, hopefully she changed her mind, but if she don't, I respect it. So anyway, moving on from that. I just want to tell Maxie that we are free from the plantation, that we are not enslaved anymore. I just want to let her know that, because it was just some slave mentality going on with her today. It just was like, I was like, are you serious? I hope she being paid double time for all of this. I hope Nina and Valentine are writing her a fat check. I'm just saying, like, this is some slavery. Like, she's already the creative director for Crimson. And she does wedding planning on the side and all that. We all know this. But she, you know, now that Sasha's sick and Nina is, you know, putting all her time with Sasha now, Maxie has to take over Crimson at this point. She has to be the acting boss. So not only does she have to run the office, she also has to plan Nina and Valentine's wedding. All at the same time. Because the wedding is next month. I said, are you serious? If that ain't slavery, I don't know what it is. Like, I'm joking, but, you know, don't nobody take this serious. I'm just joking. But, I'm like, I hope she getting paid for this. Like, some type of raise. Some extra coin for planning this wedding. Like, I hope you're getting paid out the wazoo for all of this. I'm just saying, like, you got me mixed up. It wouldn't be me. I'm not gonna sit here and run no office and plan a wedding at the same time. Mind you, she has a kid at home. I said, are you serious? You doing all of this? No, it better be a fat bonus in it. I'm just saying, very large. It better be a huge paycheck. I'm talking about big. I'm talking about Biggie Smalls big. I'm talking about Big Pun big. Big. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about Bruce big. Like, that check better be fat. It better be huge. I'm just saying. It better be bigger than J-Lo's behind. I'm just saying. Like, it better be. It better be. Because you got me mixed up. You know how much work it take to plan a wedding? You know how much work? Well, technically, Nina and Valentine wedding shouldn't be that hard to plan, because how many people are really going to come? They ain't got no friends. And they really ain't got no close family like that, so who going to come? So that should be easy, actually. Scratch that. It should be easy. I'm just saying. So anyway, her and Peter, of course, keep on getting lovey-dovey. I ain't care about all that. You know Robert Scorpio is my boy. And you know I'm not a huge fan of Peter's. I'm not. But I will have to agree with Maxie. I felt like Robert was a little out of line today. I mean, listen, don't get me wrong. I totally understand where Robert's coming from. He doesn't trust Peter. I get why. You know what I'm saying? I totally get it because of his hang-ups about Faison. But you can't project your issues with Faison for all these years on his son. His son is not Faison. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't project that on him. I totally get why he don't trust him. I get it. But for you to sit there and come in that office and basically say, oh, he's just like his dad. He's just like this. You know, he does this. He's a slime ball. He's this. Robert, stop it. Stop it, Robert. Stop. Like, what has this boy done? Other than, you know, what he did when he first came to town. Okay, I give you that one. But what has he done since then? He's not running around terrorizing your family. He's not doing anything that Faison did to you before. He's not committing any crimes at this point. And it was crazy how Robert blamed Peter for what happened to Dante, for Dante's setback. I'm glad Maxie spoke up and took the blame for it, because that was on her. She was the one that wanted to go find Dante. She was the one that called her father for a favor and finding out where Dante was located. She did all that. Peter was the main one telling her not to do it. And even when Maxie told Robert all this, Robert didn't want to hear it. Robert didn't care. He didn't want to hear Jack. Like, Robert need to chill out. Like, he my boy and all, but you need to calm down. Chill out. Take a couple chill pills. Anyway, I told y'all before, when Lulu made her decision about what she was going to do about her marriage, I was going to support that decision no matter what she chose to do, and she decided to fight for her marriage. She's decided that she's not going to end her marriage to Dante. You know, if Dante wants to continue to fight it and divorce her, that's on him. But she says she's not going to grant him the divorce. She wants to fight the divorce. I don't blame her. I don't blame her. You know, she's doing what she's doing because she can't say that she, you know what I'm saying? Can't nobody say that she didn't try. This is all on Dante. So in the future, when Dante does get himself together, and I'm pretty sure Lulu's going to move on by that point, because she could say that she wants to stick in this marriage. But if Dante further pushes this divorce, I mean, she's not really going to fight it. She's not going to battle him out in court over it. She'll probably just sign the papers and move on. But once she do, when Dante gets himself together and come back, Olivia, all these people can't guilt trip Lulu and say, oh, you didn't fight for the marriage. No, she is fighting for her marriage. She's doing what she can. But you can only fight when there's two people in the ring. Right now, there's only one fighting. There's only one. The other one ain't swinging back. You know what I'm saying? So what can she do? Can't say she's not fighting for it. She's putting her all into this marriage because that's how much she loves Dante and that's how much she loves the life that they built, and she doesn't want to let it go. But you can only do but so much in a marriage. It takes two. And right now she's one person short. So it is what it is. So anyway, moving on from that, we get into this Dr. Cabot business. By the time Drew and Curtis got there, thank God they got there when they did. But it was a little too late because the procedure pretty much was already in progress. And Dr. Cabot claimed that you can't stop it. So it's a little ridiculous to me how you could just put some headsets on somebody and transfer memories and stuff all within a few minutes. That's a major procedure that should take hours. It shouldn't take no few minutes. He put that on his head and stuff like he was just, you know, doing some type of meditation or something, like it takes a few minutes. I'm like, bruh, this should take a whole 5, 6, 10 hours. You messing with somebody's brain now. Come on now. It shouldn't be that simple. So if it looks that simple, that means any one of us can memory map at this point. If it's that simple. All you gotta do is put some plugs and some earphones on people, and that's how you do it, and tap a few keys on a computer and boom, I got your memories. Okay. Well. So which one of y'all memories can I have? I'm pretty sure, you know, we could do this real quick. I got a laptop. We could do the, you know, memory mapping. It could be done in a few minutes. No physical harm to you. And I will only charge you $9.99. Shiloh and Dr. Cabot were the epitome. They were the epitome of delusional today. Delusions of grandeur times 10. Starting with Dr. Cabot. This fool at the hospital. First of all, him and Shiloh did not need to go to the hospital. That was, you know, just them trying to stall the process of sitting in jail. So first of all, Dr. Cabot sitting there telling Drew, oh, you're going to thank me when Franco wakes up with your memories and he could tell you about all that stuff from your past and stuff like that. He really expected Drew to speak on his behalf at his upcoming trial for these charges. What? You expect this man to speak on to testify on your behalf? No, sir. He will not be testifying on your behalf. He will be testifying for the prosecution against you. Like, what planet are you They remind me so much of Janet. Janet from All My Children. Janet from Another Planet. Janet Dillon. Because what planet are these people from? You expect this man to vouch for you after what you've done? Listen, I'm not even going to give him credit, but I will say, at least with Dr. Cabot, he has some limitations because he refused to do the procedure on camera. So I will give you that. Like, these people are crazy. Like I said, I'm not giving him credit, but I mean, you know, thank God he has some type of moral about him, at least when it comes to children, and he didn't want to do it on camera. But he gets what he deserves. And I hope they throw him under the jail. He seems to think that there won't be a trial. He talking about if we go to trial. There's no if about it. Between Cameron's statements, Curtis and Drew, when they found you, they caught you in the act. So they're going to testify against you. You're going to prison, bruh. Ain't no way you getting out of it. And then we have the grand poobah of them all. Shiloh. Talk about delusional. Like, what does this man have to smile about? Like, bruh, you wanted this procedure to be done so that way when Franco wakes up, he could tell you where your money is and you could disappear. You got caught. Now you're arrested with new charges plus the old pending charges that you already had. You were already out on bail. Now that's been revoked. Then when you go for another bail hearing because of the new charges, your bail is going to be denied altogether. And he still walked out of that lab in handcuffs smiling out of that warehouse. Why are you smiling? What do you have to smile about? You're not getting out of this. He really think he is. Delusional. Even if you have some DOD followers left, none of them have the juice or the money to get you out of this. None of them. It ain't going to work. And he still got that little smirk on his face, still sitting there being arrogant and cocky. Like, what are you so cocky about? You really think you're going to beat this? How you figure that one? How? How, Sway? How you figure that? Then he's sitting there trying to egg Lucas on, trying to taunt Lucas and get in his head talking about, oh, my son, his jawline, he get that from my side of the family. You better check that jawline again, brother, because that boy don't look nothing like you or Willow. I don't know how y'all not seeing it. I don't know how. Willow and Shiloh done seen that boy. I don't see how y'all can't see you have no physical features on that child. How you gonna sit there and say he got my jawline? I doubt that. You must need some glasses, bro. Prescription preferred. You know, preferably some prescription glasses because clearly you need them. You must not have 20/20 vision. That child looks nothing like you. And I'm so happy that Lucas restrained himself because you want to know why? Lucas knew he was going to prison. That's why Lucas was like, you know what? Any other time, Lucas would have beat him down. But Lucas restrained himself, not just because Epiphany was there, because I'm pretty sure Epiphany would have turned around and let him do it. But she would have let him beat him down. But he knew you're going to prison, so ain't no need for me to beat you down, put my hands on you, because you're, you know, somebody in jail gonna get you already. And of course, he was so slick and slimy when Willow was there talking about all of Wiley's parents. Oh, hush your mouth. He's going to prison. There's absolutely no way. But I still think there's a possibility for who done it with Shiloh. Because after that scene with Cameron tried to attack him. And he kept telling him, I'm going to make you pay. That right there kind of signaled to me that there may be a whodunit. Might be. I don't know how, but it might be a whodunit. And Cameron might be one of the suspects. I'm just saying. I did love the scenes between him and Drew where he was telling Drew that he didn't know what Shiloh was talking about, but he said that there was something that could help make him disappear, and only Drew had the answers. Obviously, he was talking about the money, but Drew had no clue what he was talking about. And Shiloh, of course, wouldn't tell him. I just loved all the emotional scenes today, like between Lulu and not Lulu, Liz and Cameron and stuff like that. Liz and Franco, and Cameron giving her the message that Franco wanted him to give her and stuff. Because Franco made the ultimate sacrifice, and only time they have to wait for Franco to wake up to tell if he's Drew or if he's himself. I felt bad for Liz. You know, I really did. I felt bad for her, you know, to lose her husband, you know, not lose him in a physical sense, but him not remembering her or their marriage or their life and the boys. That's going to be a low blow. Like, it's going to be hard. Hopefully it doesn't come to that, but only time will tell. Cameron, let me tell you something. William Lipton has been impressing me with his acting chops. He's really been impressing me with these emotional scenes and his anger scenes, like the way he went after Shiloh. Like, he is just bringing it in this storyline. Bringing it. If this boy does not win a Daytime Emmy next year, I mean, come on now. He better be nominated for next year. I hope he submits this material next year. I hope he does. He knocks it out of the park. His scenes with Drew, his scenes with Liz, his scene with Shiloh, like, he just home run. Knocked it out. And I enjoyed watching it, you know, seeing young actors just elevate themselves every time and get better. You know what I mean? I feel bad for Cameron, you know, because he's blaming himself for this because he wished that he would have just never stopped and he would have never tried to help, But I agree with Liz, though. It's not his fault, because it's not, and it's good that he's a compassionate person who wants to help people. We in real life, we do need more people like that, because I'm gonna tell y'all right now, it's some crazy stuff I've been reading in the news lately that's been happening in my state and stuff, where a couple were at the beach and they burned a dog. And listen, it's just a lot of foolishness and foolery going on in the world right now. We do need more good people, more compassionate people. We do. Because when you read the craziness that's going on with these raids, with ICE and all that, it's just ridiculous. It's crazy. So, it's good that we do have some fun, passionate people out here, who are still nice and who do have people's best interests at heart. So I don't think Cam should ever change that. It's not his fault. He did the right thing, And besides, Shiloh had a gun, so he definitely did the right thing by complying. You know what I mean? None of this is his fault. If anything, obviously you want to blame Dr. Cabot and you want to blame Shiloh. And hopefully they get what they got coming to them one way or the other. But anyway, I enjoyed this. I really did. I enjoyed this Friday. This was a really good episode. Hit the comment section. Let me know what y'all thought about today's episode. I will see y'all all Monday. I hope you have a fabulous, wonderful weekend and a great Friday evening. I will see you all later. Have a great day. Peace.